hello, loves. All right, we're going to do 10-2 over 2 days. So, day one, we're just talking about degrees here. You can generate any angle by fixing one ray, called the initial side, and rotating the other ray, called the terminal side. Terminal is where it terminates, it's where it ends. So, here we go. Thinking like a coordinate plane. You got your x-axis, your y-axis. So we always do our initial side right on the x-axis over here. So this is like our initial side, and it'll always be like that. Now the terminal side is the rotation with the degrees. So if it's a positive degree, you're going to go counterclockwise. So we know how a clock rotates, right? You're going to go the opposite way. So positive ones will go this direction. Woo! So like here would be let's call it a 120 degree angle. Now you can also have negative rotation, which would start on the x-axis and it would go down in this direction. So let's say you did negative 45 degrees. That's where it would be. So positive, you go up like the sun is rising. And then negative, you go down into the dirt. All right, let's try some of these out. Draw an angle with the given measure in standard position. All right, we're going to need our x and y axis. Now, you could squeeze yours in the box. I'm going to run out of room just for how large these markers draw. So I'm going to make mine pretty large. You don't even need the arrows on there. That's not the most important part. Now, you will know when I'm slam dunking and I jump and I spin and I dunk over somebody's head, a full rotation is 360 degrees, right? So if I did 2 rotations, that would be 720 degrees. If I did 3 rotations, that would be a 1080. They used to have a snowboarding game called 1080 on Sega Dreamcast. I used to love that game. But sometimes you're going to have to go more than 360 degrees. So these are like kind of important numbers to keep in your head maybe a little bit, especially 720. So 320 is going to be most of the way around. So if you're going this way, you know half of a circle is 180 degrees. 3/4 would be 270. So it'd be 50 degrees more than that. That would be about there. So we'll label it 320 degrees. Now eventually we're going to be talking about this angle that it leaves, right? That little acute angle between the x-axis and our terminal side. That's going to be called a reference angle soon. So if this is 320 and full circle's 360, well, you would know the reference angle is 40 degrees, right? It's that small acute angle. That's neither here nor there. We'll get there. All right, let's try another one. Negative 100 degrees. Remember, negative dips down. So each quarter is 90 degrees. So we're going to be going down this way, a little bit past 90. You'd have to be 10 degrees more. And you know, I know your degrees aren't going to be absolutely perfect, but you know-ish. Like half of that would be 45 degrees, so we can kind of estimate. So 10 degrees past 90 there. So that would be negative 100 degrees. And then we have 990 degrees. That one's going to look weird. But again, this is where these numbers kind of come into play. 1 full rotation is 360 degrees. 2 full rotations would be 720. Now here's how you're going to draw that. You kind of make a little spirally swirly deal. It's positive, so we're going this direction. 1 circle would be 360. 2 circles would be 720. We'll come back to that. So if we did 990 minus 720, because I know 3 rotations would be too big at 1080, it leaves us with 270 degrees, which would come all the way back to here. So we'll say 990 degrees. All right, cool. Let's start the next one.